Mr. Chair, members of the Commission, on the consent agenda, item 4.4a are the minutes from the Board of Canvas meetings of June the 11th and June 17th of 2010. Approval of a vendor agreement between the county and the North Central Economic Development District Non-Metro Area Agency on Aging for senior affairs for $473,664. Approval of Amendment 2 to the Governmental Services Agreement between the New Mexico Children, Youth, and Families Department and the Sandoval County for the provision of services to prevent underage drinking. Approval of Amendment number 3 to the Professional Service Agreement between the Regents of the University of New Mexico and Sandoval County to extend the term of the agreement from July 1st of 2010 to June 30th of 2011. Item E has 3 sections. They are dealing with loan authorizations between the county and New Mexico Finance Authority. Number 1 is for a $201,985 purchase of a water tender truck for the Placitas Volunteer Fire Department. The second item is for $79,170 for the purchase of an initial attack fire truck for use by the Agolones Volunteer Fire Department. And item number 3 is for $157,675 for the purchase of the Ponderosa Volunteer Fire Department. And we got very good interest rates on those issues. The item F is the approval of a budget resolution in the amount of $324,701 for fiscal year 2009-10 for lease equipment for the Public Works Department. And item G is the approval of a professional service agreement between the county and the town of Bernalillo for ambulance transport services in the amount of $100,000. And item H is the award of a sole source agreement between the county and Paul Murray Giles for services related to property taxes. Mr. Chair, members of the Commission, that's the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Vihil. Do we have Mr. Vihil, click on, it's Murray Giles.
Giles.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
With a motion by Commissioner Leonard, second by Commissioner Walters. Commissioner Leonard? Commissioner Leonard?
Yes.
Commissioner Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Magdalena?
Yes.
Commissioner Bensi?
Yes.
Okay, chair votes yes. Do we have a motion to approve item number 5, the approval of the agenda?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
as we look at the agenda, I recommend take action on one item. I'd like to make a motion to table item 7A.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
We get a motion by Commissioner Walters to table item 7A, second by Commissioner Magdalena. Commissioner Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Magdalena?
Yes.
Commissioner Bensi?
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard?
Yes.
The chair votes yes. Okay, we proceed with the...
I'd like to make a motion then to approve the agenda with the item 7A as amended.
Thank you very much. We have a second.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Walters has a motion. Commissioner Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Magdalena?
Yes.
Commissioner Bensi?
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Okay, we go to item number 6, Division of County Development, Michael Springfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 6A is
Excuse me, just a minute. Do we have to be sworn in for this?
on the next two, not on this one. Staff is asking for a motion to authorize the publication of the title and general summary to repeal the existing zoning ordinance and create new zoning districts and overlay zones for the Placitas area in accordance with state statute. The proposed zoning ordinance repeals the existing zoning ordinance, adopts a new zoning ordinance, and it creates new zoning districts and overlay zones for the Placitas area in conformance with the adopted Placitas area plan. In addition, the Sandoval County Comprehensive Zoning Ordinance will be extended to include properties within the Placitas area that were formerly under the town of Bernalillo and Sandoval County's extraterritorial zoning ordinance. The zoning will be established by ordinance for those properties, including those that were rezoned while under the town of Bernalillo Sandoval County extraterritorial zoning ordinance. The ordinance with all of these changes, and new zone map for the Placitas area is proposed for adoption. Let me give you kind of a history on this. As you know, we've been at this now for 2 years. Through the plan took a year, the zoning ordinance has taken about a year. So we've been at this for quite a long time. The plan had 9 public meetings and numerous private meetings with staff and residents. The zoning ordinance had 6 public meetings and then a joint work session between the Planning and Zoning Commission and the Board of County Commissioners. And then on May 27th, the Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously recommended the adoption by the County Commission. So all we're doing, this is not a hearing on the zoning ordinance itself. This is just authorization for us to publish it, that we will be holding a public hearing on it.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes.
Any comments from the commission? From the public? We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
We have a motion by Commissioner Bensi, second by Commissioner Walters. Commissioner Bensi?
Yes.
Commissioner Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Almeida?
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard? Chair votes yes. Okay, we go to item B.
Mr. Chairman, is it all right if I swear in item 6B and C at the same time? Because I don't
Yes, sir.
think they have any opposition.
No problem.
If there's anyone here that wants to speak on items 6B and C, which are vacation of easements in Placitas, would you stand and raise your hand? Do you and each of you swear that the testimony you're about to give before the Sandoval County Commission will be the truth?
Thank you. Okay, Mike?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 6B is VAC-10-005, a request for easement vacation. The purpose of the proposed vacation is to realign a portion of a roadway easement to better fit the actual location of Orono Creek Road in the Cedar Creek area of Placitas. The portions of the roadway proposed for vacation have never been used for either access or utility purposes. The plat proposes to add additional easements to accommodate the actual location of the road and utilities. No lot lines are being moved or eliminated by the plat, so vacation action is all that's required. Staff has reviewed the request and is recommending approval.
Any comments from the commission? Public? We have a motion to approve. We have a motion by Commissioner Molina, second by Commissioner Leonard. Commissioner Molina?
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard?
Yes.
Commissioner Walters?
Yes.
Commissioner Bensi?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. 6C, ready?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 6C is VAC-10-006. Purpose of the request is to vacate a pedestrian easement and a Ramada easement. These amenities were part of the original plan for Anasasi's Trail project, but were ultimately constructed in a different location. The Anasasi Trails Homeowners Association concurs with this action. The particular plat requires 2 approvals prior to being recorded. The first approval is by the Board of County Commissioners to vacate the platted easements. Then the County Development Division can administratively approve the adjustments to lot lines, provided that the total number of lots within the subdivision is not increased. Staff has reviewed